Hi guys, I'm Ben from Adaptalux and welcome back to the monthly macro challenge where we set a theme and you guys can go away and take some macro photos for a chance to win some really great prizes. In the first half of the video, we're going to jump over to the computer and take a look at some of the entries from June's challenge. And then in the second half, we'll take a look at the theme for July and I'll tell you exactly how you can enter. So here we are on the Adaptalux photography community group on Facebook, and you'll see here on the featured posts, the pinned post at the top here is our patriotism theme from last month. And on this post, we've got lots of lovely entries. Not as many entries as usual, but still lots of really great photos to take a look at. Now we need to choose some of our favorites and of course a winner and a runner-up. So let's get started with our first extremely patriotic photo from Lynn. Now we've got some water drops here which are focused through and onto the picture or image on the background. So this is actually an American flag with, of course, the ever patriotic eagle on it as well. So I'm not sure what Lynn has actually used as a backdrop here. I'm sure he can let us know down in the comments. But focusing through water drops like this is a really nice technique, and it really serves to bring those colors through from the flag and the eagle, and it really serves the theme as well. Thank you very much for your entry, Lynn, and very well done. Next up, we've got Alessandro, who's using a piece of fruit to represent his patriotism. We've got the colors of the Italian flag coming through here on a piece of watermelon. So starting with the green on the left, through to some yellow, and then onto some red on the right hand side there. And this is a really nice standalone photo with the light either coming through or bouncing off the surface of the watermelon here, highlighting those juicy droplets and of course those colors as well, all important for our theme. So very well done, Alessandro, and thank you for your very patriotic Italian photo. Next up, we've got Bev coming in with her red, white and blue representing the Union Jack, the UK flag, of course, and a really creative way of incorporating those colors as well. Again, another really nice standalone photo, very sharp, very colorful and very creative. Really nice composition with the drip coming out of our washing up liquid bottle here, probably just about hitting the third there in the photograph, so really drawing the eye in, and just a very pleasant image to look at, and of course incorporating those colors of the British flag to suit our theme. So thank you for your photo, Bev, and very well done. Next up, we've got another common face. We've got Mihai coming in with his Romanian flag, and this is a really nice minimalist representation of the colors of the flag. And I think the fact that there's so much white on this page and so much of the photo has been left with some empty space, it just draws all the more attention to those bright colors where the paper strips have been taken out and curled up. Now, I don't know whether you spent all of this time setting this up to actually cut these out, or whether you've maybe just cut one and curled them differently each time and composited this, but I suspect that this is just manually done, cut out strips of paper with other colored paper below it, in which case that's a really elegant way to take a photograph and a really nice result. So very well done, Mihai. Thank you for your Romanian entry. Now, showing off the colors of your home flag is not the only way to represent patriotism. Sue has taken a completely different approach to representing a very iconic bit of British culture here. Now, if you've never been to Wimbledon, you probably won't know that strawberries and cream is part of the staple diet while watching the tennis. So the tennis ball in the back here, the strawberries and the cream, a perfect representation of the Wimbledon tennis, which is actually happening right now and has inspired next month's theme. So stick around to hear about that. Very well done, Sue. Thank you for your entry. Now we're back in the USA for some more red, white and blue for our runner-up. Michael has created this medley of colors by dropping some food coloring into water and then of course flipping it upside down to create these big clouds of color extending up into the frame, which looks like a really nice pattern, and as they mix, the colors meld together, and he's quite right to describe it perhaps as two people dancing, and I think it's a really nice representation not only of the colors of the flag but also of American culture. I think there's perhaps a lot of symbolism going on here that if you were artistically minded you could read a lot into. Either way, thank you very much for your entry, Michael. You are a runner-up for this month. Very well done for your lovely photo. Our winning photo this month is coming from Colin, and once again we've got lots of red, white and blue, this time representing Australia. Now we've got another water drop here, this time on a dandelion seed, but what we really liked about this photo was the composition. Colin has lined up his water drop with this star in the center of the flag, so that the star creates this almost halo-like effect around the water drop, making it stand out even more. The darkness around the edge of the water drop creates a really nice barrier between the bright white of the star and the water drop itself, and then it brings through all of those colors where the star makes it devoid of color in the background. All of this makes for a really nice composition and a really outstanding photo. So thank you very much, Colin. You're our winner for this month, and we'll be in contact with both of our winners very shortly to get your prizes out to you. So thank you once again to everybody that took the time to enter into June's challenge, but we're now heading into a new month and we need a new theme. The theme for July is going to be summer sports. We're currently inspired by the tennis happening at Wimbledon, and of course we're looking forward to the Commonwealth Games coming at the end of the month, and I'm sure there's lots of other sporting events happening around the world. So we want you to go out and take some macro photos with a theme of summery sporting events. This could be really close-ups of various balls and rackets and bats perhaps, or something a little bit more obscure. Make sure to use your imagination. Now with a new month, we need some new prizes. The first prize winner for this month's competition is going to be getting one of our macro subject holders, and the runner-up prize is getting one of our 100mm clip-on phone macro lenses. Both really great prizes to enhance your macro photography capabilities in the future. If you want to enter this month's challenge, all you need to do is head over to the Adaptalux photography community group on Facebook. You can search for Adaptalux on Facebook, or there's a link down in the description. At the top of that group is going to be a pinned post from myself with all of the information about this month's theme. Your photos go as a comment on that post, so you can enter as many times as you want as separate comments, and make sure to elaborate and maybe explain a little bit about what your photo is about. You have until the 28th of July to enter your photos. I, for one, am really looking forward to seeing what you guys can come up with for your summery, sporty macro photos. If you do need a few ideas and maybe some technique inspiration, I'll link to a couple of videos just here that you might find helpful. Now, all that's left for you guys to do is get thinking and to hit the subscribe button so that you're here in a month's time for another video just like this one, where we reveal the winners. For now, that is all that I've got time for. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.